voy a Costa Rica, toda la gente en Costa Rica, los chicos me conocen y a veces yo voy a Nicaragua. Fue el partido más que me duele tanto en Nicaragua porque Haití perdía allá 3-0. Fue un partido que siempre estoy pensando y yo me fui a Jamaica, a todas las partes del mundo para apoyar al equipo.
¿Y qué le parece Houston?
Houston, yo siempre estoy aquí. En el año 2019, cuando llegamos a las semifinales, cuando México nos ganó un partido, por favor, un partido de penal que no fue penal.
no empecemos con la polémica ahorita. No, ya lo pasado. No empecemos con polémica.
Estaba en el estadio en Phoenix y ganamos también aquí en Houston, en el Energy Stadium, ganamos a Canadá, cuando Canadá estaba ganando 2-0 y después, en el segundo tiempo, marcamos 3 goles con Nazón, Donald Guerrier y Hervé Basile. Fue un partidazo. Esa era buena memoria. Pero hoy vamos a hacer memoria también aquí. Vamos a ganar a Trinidad.
O sea, en pocas palabras, que a la selección de Haití en Houston le va bien.
Sí. Nos va muy bien. ¿Por qué esta razón?
¿Cuántos partidos usted calcula que ha ido de la selección de Haití, usted que no se pierde ninguno?
Muchos partidos. Yo siempre voy a Costa Rica, toda la gente en Costa Rica, los chicos me conocen y a veces yo voy a Nicaragua. Fue el partido más que me duele tanto en Nicaragua porque Haití perdía allá 3-0. Fue un partido que siempre estoy pensando y yo me fui a Jamaica, a todas las partes del mundo para apoyar al equipo.
¿Y qué le parece Houston?
Houston, yo siempre estoy aquí. En el año 2019, cuando llegamos a las semifinales, cuando México nos ganó un partido, por favor, un partido de penal que no fue penal.
no empecemos con la polémica ahorita. No, ya lo pasado. No empecemos con polémica.
Estaba en el estadio en Phoenix y ganamos también aquí en Houston, en el Energy Stadium, ganamos a Canadá, cuando Canadá estaba ganando 2-0 y después, en el segundo tiempo, marcamos 3 goles con Nazón, Donald Guerrier y Hervé Basile. Fue un partidazo. Esa era buena memoria. Pero hoy vamos a hacer memoria también aquí. Vamos a ganar a Trinidad.
O sea, en pocas palabras, que a la selección de Haití en Houston le va bien.
Sí. Nos va muy bien. ¿Por qué esta razón? Vamos a estar en la final aquí en el Energy Stadium, porque este estadio es para nosotros, es un estadio mítico para los haitianos. Vamos a ganar en la final esta vez.
A ver, entonces el 6 de julio, aquí dice que va a estar Haití en el...
Ou se fanatique football, ou remet football haïtien, le Manolo avec Jean-Mille Voix, qui c'est 2 passionnés du football haïtien, a présenté au chaque dimanche à partir de 4h, Ticoserie sans filtre. Une émission qui parlait exclusivement de football haïtien. Dans l'émission ça, vous joignez toute dernière actualité, analyse, débat et interview exclusif dans l'idée pour redorer blason football haïtien. Branchez l'émission pour capoter support par chaque dimanche à partir de 4h sur www.vogueradiolive.com et toutes les plateformes médias sociaux. Pour plus d'informations, il est 347 954 79 718 908 92 34. Ticoserie sans filtre, émission football haïtien.
Sombra.
Bonsoir tout le monde. Jeudi, c'est dimanche 19 octobre 2025. Jeudi, nous avons une journée spéciale, pour nous, parce que nous allons parler spécialement de sélection nationale là, qui ont joué 2 matchs. Une, c'était contre Nicaragua. Et l'autre là, c'était contre Honduras. 2 matchs qui étaient révélés on a noté un bel match que nous, tout le peuple haïtien était content. Et puis, deuxième match, c'était un résultat catastrophique qui hypothéquait chance nous pour nous aller dans la Coupe du Monde. Nous avons rappelé que l'émission ça patronnée par Café Lacaille Express qui dans 4551 rue de Rouen, Montréal. Passez prendre café non, passez prendre coquillol non, passez prendre bon pâté, pâté morue, pâté et viande, pâté poulet. Et monsieur ça patronné par Café Lacaille Express qui gagne comme CEO, c'est Corinne Anne Blaise. Bon, je dis à nous pral gagner un gros fanatique sélection nationale. Mais malheureusement, fanatique ça n'a pas parlé créole. Mais je dis à nous parler avec fanatique ça qui voyageait, qui est allé dans 2 matchs, et match Nicaragua et match Honduras. Nous allons parler de Alejandro Salisbury. Hello, Alejandro. How you doing today?
Welcome. Hello, good afternoon. Bonsoir, ¿todo bien?
Alejandro, podemos hablar en español, podemos hablar en inglés, podemos hablar en francés también, ¿sí?
Sí, poco de todos.
un poquito.
Un peu de tout, oui. Je parle tous les langues nécessaires.
C'est ça, c'est très bien, Alejandro. But you're going to tell me which one you feel more comfortable. I know you speak English comfortably and you speak Spanish. It's your original language. I got to remind everybody that I met Alejandro in Costa Rica. It's going to be 10 years on November. And I met him around November 13, 2015. I just want you guys to remember this date, November 13, 2015, because on November 13, 2025, we're going to play the same team again. I want to repeat it. Je vais répéter ça parce que le 13 novembre 2015, nous jouons avec Costa Rica, à Costa Rica. C'est là que je me rencontré monsieur ça. Nous avons perdu 1-0 devant Costa Rica. Eh bien, 13 novembre 2025, we're going to have this guy. By the way, you know, he's from Costa Rica. And this guy loves Haiti. Coach, tell them about you.
Well, with Haiti, well, like you said, I was speaking with Nazan in the hotel the other day, and he asked me, why am I here? Why am I, in Honduras with the team? And, I told him, because I'm a coach. He's like, no, why are you here? I understand you were a coach, you were this, and I told him, sometimes you're just drawn somewhere and you feel you have to be there. So, like I said, sometimes I just felt like I had to be, and I'm not talking about just soccer-wise, I just had to be with Haiti in my life when I was younger and, grew up and eventually, got to be a coach. But with Haiti, it's just a calling or just a sentiment that I got drawn to, the culture, the country, the vibe. And, if I can do something soccer-wise, it's soccer, but it has to be education. I spoke in the U.S., I spoke at universities about Haitian history and as a guest speaker after the earthquake, I was a guest lecturer in events. I mean, it's a big thing for me in Haiti, not just soccer or this. So.
Well, I gotta let you know that we appreciate you a lot, and we love what you do. I know you had to travel from Nicaragua to Honduras, and you didn't travel with the team at that time. I think you traveled by bus. Because I was asking questions. And we have our friend, my buddy, Jimmy Ozias, who's joining us on the show. He's the one that told me that you were at the stadium in Nicaragua. Once I heard it, so I started texting you, especially when they had the blackout. So Jimmy, welcome aboard. Welcome with us. Thank you for showing up. I know in your busy schedule, Jimmy. Thank you for coming, Jimmy. Merci.
Hi everyone, I'm Manolo. I coach Salisbury. I is everything, and I want to say hi to all the people that's watching. Comment tout le monde
Okay,
est? And you know, Manolo, I have a lot of respect for you, and I have a lot of respect for Coach Salisbury. The way he love Haiti, the way he support Haiti, this is unbelievable.
Yes, he's our Haitian Costa Rican.
It is.
I appreciate it. Yeah, for I'll tell you about the trip. I went from from San Jose to Managua was 13 hours on bus. I mean, with immigration and traffic was 13, and then from Managua to Tegucigalpa was 12 hours
Wow. I'm
because it
just
was.
going to translate to the people that are listening to us that don't speak English. Um, Coach Sa, son Costa Ricain, il sorti Costa Rica en premier. Il prend bus, l'aller Nicaragua. Et de Nicaragua, il y a des matchs Haïti-Nicaragua que nous allons demander l'explication saleté ouais, de sélection. Et puis de Nicaragua, il prend l'autre bus 12 heures de temps pour aller supporter sélection nationale noire contre Honduras. Ça, c'est pas un mince affaire parce que, faut pas dire, n'est pas facile. Pour moi, on a voyagé from Costa Rica to Nicaragua. Faut passer immigration, faut passer un peu de temps dans le bus. So, c'est pour montrer nous qui j'ai de monde qui supporte la sélection. Et nous voulons remercier Coach Salisbury. Now, Coach Salisbury, I would like to ask you, how did you see the game? How was the game against Nicaragua, the first game?
Well, the first game it was very much how I was expected. I mean, the level that Haiti has is was way too much for Nicaragua. The goalkeeper we've seen from that game, we've seen since then we knew half a shot on goal was going to be a rebound for Haiti to put in. I think in that one, the coach put in the players who had to be there. I think they played fair. I mean, I don't think the crowd affected the players. The turf was fine with the rain. Lightning hit. That's why the lights went out because lightning hit about 100 feet away, which scared the heck out of me because I was pretty close to where it hit. But the team wise, I mean, that's the game. These are the simple wins. It's like shouldn't celebrate too much winning against Nicaragua anymore because Haiti already surpassed that level.
I totally agree. And I believe that we celebrated too much that victory against Nicaragua. And I think the players got, for some reason, they got too complacent against Honduras because you could see in the beginning of the game, we were lost on the field.
Mhm.
Jimmy, I just don't know if you want to add something. That's how I felt about the game the other day.
Yeah, we celebrating too much when we won against Nicaragua because Nicaragua is not at 80 level. We beat
Yeah,
Nicaragua. It should be something normal. Even me
yeah,
after the game, I was like, why they are celebrating like that? Because it should be normal. But I was like, maybe it's a World Cup qualifier, it's 3 point. Maybe that's why they were happy. But I think there was too much celebrating.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oui, pour le monde qui parle créole, nous avons dit que fanatique que jouer haïtien yo, te célébrer trop après match Nicaragua. On connaît une victoire 3 points dans l'éliminatoire mondial, li aidé en pile son gros bagay, mais Nicaragua c'est équipe, nous pas dans level Nicaragua qui pas dans niveau non. Mais si le football tout bas arrive n'importe soutien pour battre une équipe qui battre n'importe équipe, mais li pas dans niveau nous pour nous célébrer comme ça devant Nicaragua.
No, 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 pas du tout. Well. So did you like the lineup, Coach Salisbury against Nicaragua?
Against Nicaragua, yeah, I thought it was a fair lineup. I mean, in a game like that, I think too, Nazon and Pierrot played. That's the type of level where both can play perfectly fine. I don't think there was any controversy in that lineup. Like I mean, I'm sure we'll talk about Honduras next. But yeah, I think it was no controversy. It was very straightforward. What had to be done, it was done.
What do you think about the how the lateral izquierdo was playing? Duke Lacroix.
Say again.
Duke the guy from the left
The
back.
left back, the left back, Duke Lacroix, left back.
Oh,
Think
yeah, Duke. Yeah, I think he was starting to grow into his position. I mean, he did fair. He was running back and forth 100%. I mean, I think great effort, great attitude the whole time. I mean, he just stepped up the last
Mhm.
couple of games when the experience wasn't able to come because of injury. He stepped up like a pro. Like he's been there the whole process. And I
Yes.
thought he was going to grow into a key, adapt at his position at left back.
Yeah. And um and on the next game, on the next game, we saw that he was not part of the. We're gonna talk about the next game, but do you think I want to ask you one more question regarding this game, that game Nicaragua. Do you think that we could have scored more goals on in that game, because goal difference might be very important in the future? Do you think we should have scored more goals against Nicaragua that night?
I think it would have been possible. I mean, personally, when it was 2-0, I probably would have actually started putting in more substitutes to get or Schooner to get in, which is one of the key things we talk about with this coach that he does substituting too late. But I definitely would have put in. Well, you saw Dietzen comes in, boom, scores a goal. Even against Honduras, comes in late. But I think they could have scored more goals. But I think it would have been also important to take in a couple players out, giving them more rest. I
Right,
mean, you saw Nazan was limping after the first goal. The goalie fell on his ankle.
right.
I mean, 2-0, take them out, put a couple fresh legs in who want to prove themselves. So I think if there would have been more substitutions, 75th minute, 70th minute, I think definitely could have been more goals. Like you said, for goal differential would have been critical.
Yep. Jimmy, anything you want to add?
Yeah, I agree with coach. Like against Nicaragua, that was the right lineup, the 4-4-2, because we are superior than Nicaragua and we needed more goal. I agree with that lineup on that game. I think that was the right lineup. And but like coach said, you should have to the substitute like more early of the game. Because that
Yeah,
was too late. Because we could have scored more goal. Like bring fresh leg, we could have scored more goal, like the coach said.
true, true, true.
Konen fon pale, fon an tijen de moun kriyo, moun Haitien yo tou. Mwen di kon sa se lan match Nicaragua 4-4-2 a ke mte vreman dakol, paske nou sipe de Nicaragua. Match 4-4-2 a yon de bezwen gol. E mba se rentre nan afen nan match sa mal de si bezwen rentre, nouvo jouè ou pi bonheur,
Ouais.
paske ou konen pou nou deka eseye fè plus gol devant Nicaragua si de ki ba de kante fin fatike baga sa yo.
Oui, et puis tout, mettez monsieur reposer parce que
Men se opose pou next match lan.
parce que pas oublier que nous n'avons pas joué en Honduras dans moins de 3 jours. Nous jouons match là et vendredi, c'est ça? Friday?
Yeah, Friday, jeudi, abon
Thur-
d'abal je lundi.
Right, Thursday night, going to
Thursday
Monday.
night.
So and then they had to travel, although they had like some private plane.
Yeah,
But
charter plane, but still.
yeah, but I still think that they didn't have enough time to rest. Right, coach?
Yeah, I agree. It
Yeah.
was a very quick turnaround with the game, already so solidified because Nicaragua wasn't pushing. I mean, then you see what happened. Arcus gets a yellow card suspension, and
Of course.
should have saved the player already, knowing that it's different rules. It's not two, what is it, 3 yellow cards, 2 yellow cards, and you're suspended. Knowing that, should have taken him out earlier.
Yeah, yeah. There's another young player that the coach didn't want to call because it seems like apparently in September he said that he couldn't come,
Hmm.
but he won the Gold Cup. His name is Pogin.
Yeah,
He's
I
the
read.
one. Yeah. He plays in Belgium, I think, right, Jimmy?
Yeah, Belgium, yeah. Again, yeah. Right
So
wing.
because he said to the coach that he couldn't make it because he had just the competition had just started in Belgium. He wanted some time because he's between the 11. He's a starter, so I guess the guy wanted to get himself used to
Some more.
his team. So
Mhm.
because he told the coach that he wasn't coming, and he got punished for not being called in October.
Yeah,
So right there, I think it was a mistake by the coach
Mhm.
because also
I know it's not like I'm saying things. Those are the things that I know. The coach definitely has been told by some of the players that Jean-Kevin Duverne doesn't play central defender. He can play right back, he can play left back, but he's not a central defender.
Yeah,
But
he's not a true central defender. He is not.
he's not a true central defender. If you're gonna use him as a true central, is when you don't have any choice. But he's a
Mhm.
right back or left back. Then in the meantime, you have somebody like Hannes Delcroix who plays for Burnley.
Burnley.
Mhm.
How in the world you didn't put this guy as a central midfielder? I mean defender. What
Mhm.
can you explain to me, Alejandro? What was in the coach?
Head. Because yeah, because one second, want to say something? Yeah, we're talking about now. We're talking about the Honduras game. You have to let the people know we're talking about the Honduras game now because we finished with Nicaragua now. But we can
Yeah,
go, coach.
Yeah, I mean, that was some of the most shocking, unbelievable coaching decisions. I think I told him, in a couple of messages, I can't believe, obviously I was there watching the training sessions, and I saw I mean, obviously I'm not going to write or publicize anything that I see,
Of course.
but I was watching the 2 days leading up the walk around at the stadium and seeing the lineup, and I was just like, oh my God, what is going on? I couldn't believe because I mean, in Indian simple, the guys are them. You have Casimir, who plays
Casimir, yeah.
Casimir plays right back.
he played right
Even
back.
He
even
plays
even though
bottom in.
today he played for his club, he plays as a right back today. They play today.
Yeah,
They drew 2-2. He actually plays as a right back today.
see, there you go. I mean, I don't know why the coach decided to make so many changes when it was very, very simple what he had to do. You put, Casimir in for Arcus and put Dietzen in to replace the right winger if you have to. That's
Right,
all. That was
right.
really it. Maybe play a little bit further back, but I don't understand why a guy who's signed to a Premier League club was on the bench. We're not used more effectively in these two matches. I mean, I have no real response.
Yeah. Nap di moun yo, Jimmy, nap di moun yo ke eske pou ki sa entraîneur nan match Honduras a te mette Metusala. Premièrement, Metusala mpa jam mwen Metusala jouer latéral
Après
droit.
la terre droite.
Jamais. Jamais Metusala pas jamais jouer latéral droit. Et puis
Mhm.
Coach Alejandro, I don't know if they say that in how they say it in English or in Spanish. On ne change pas une équipe qui gagne.
Yeah,
You
yeah, of
don't,
course. Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
don't,
You don't change something that ain't broken. Yeah.
exactly. So at times I'm just wondering why would he make so many changes?
We
I
changes
think,
like
like you were
you
saying,
only needed to do one changes. That's all you needed to do.
like you're
But
saying. I
But
mean, I can't blame Metsula too much because he was playing out of position. Running
of
up center.
course,
I mean, it wasn't. He's not accustomed. That's not. I mean, somebody said he's played 9 or 10 games his whole career at right back. So I mean, you can't blame him for. I mean, he did have center that led into a counterattack, but you can't
yeah,
blame these
and
guys for what happened to a certain degree because they weren't playing their natural positions or what they had been playing all along in the qualifiers.
definitely, coach. Because I saw some of the fans they were cursing him out and everything. I was like, that's not his position. You cannot
Mhm.
be mad at him. If you have to be mad, you have to be mad at the coach. The coach put him
Exactly.
in this position like he don't play like that. Like you said, he played 9 or 10 games his whole career as a right back, and that's not his position. The coach
Mhm.
only needed to do one change, like we just said, like put Casimir or put Ditton in front of him, or just put Hannes Delcroix and just put Juven as the right back. That's what he had to do. There was
Mhm.
no point of put. I don't know why. Like why went to his head for him to do all those changing on the team.
Yeah, I
It's
mean, players are
now,
soldiers. Players are like soldiers. You tell them you go there, you go there. You don't.
of course.
So I mean, I think they gave definitely 100% of what they had physically to give, but it was very, very, very shocking and disappointing.
And what about the change that he made for Lacroix and put on experience?
Yeah, like you're saying, like we said, only had to do was one change. Lacroix, I mean, he was in Costa Rica, playing against good quality of opposition. He went back forth, get 100%. He was physically fine in
Of
training.
course.
There was no reasoning behind it. I mean, not taking anything from experience, of course, but
But
he was doing fine. I mean, there was no tactical, physical, emotional reason to make a change. Like you said,
Me,
what's winning.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a big experience fan. I'm a big experience fan, but like I've been playing so well. I was even telling my boy Manolo, I was like, even Manolo is a big Aqua fan. I usually we always said I
he
usually
always
said
yeah.
of course I usually said I like experience more. But the last 3 games, the way Aqua play so well, I was like, wow, I was impressed by Aqua. Even me when I saw that change, I was like, what change? Why? Put experience on instead of Lacroix. Lacroix has been playing so well the last 3 games. Why? Why? Pour moun ki pa pale kreol anglais, on a demandé pour qui ça entraîner, t'es obligé de faire changement ça pour mettre expérience sous la croix parce que la croix vous bien m'a fait donc on est même son fanatique expérience en pile. Moi m'a avec Manolo quand jouer en discussion Manolo toujours dire il plus rien mais nous mais tout jouer mais il plus rien mais Jean la croix jouer même dès que nous dit ah bête expérience mais la croix tellement joué les 3 derniers matchs même moi même qui ont gros fanatique expérience les moi entraîner à mettre la croix me vraiment saisi l'entrée la mettre expérience comme me vraiment saisi dans match ça la croix bien joué pas de nécessité pour monsieur de retirer la croix pour mettre expérience.
Actually, I want to say it in English and in Creole also. I'm a big Lacroix fan. I'm a big Lacroix. This guy always impressed me. And whenever I'm talking to Jimmy's like a brother to me. Whenever I'm talking to him, I'd be like, I like Lacroix more than experience. But Jimmy
You always say that.
likes like experience. But there's something about Lacroix that's different from experience. To me, Lacroix make the other defender think. Lacroix is always going like full speed as a left back. He attacks, his attacks, he can cross the ball very well. Compared to experience, I think experience has a lot of good techniques. He's very skilled. But attacking the defender, I think Lacroix does more. He put so much pressure on the right back on the opposite team. And c'est ça, toujours à fanatique, comme tu as discuté avec Jimmy. Lacroix, pour moi-même, il mettait plus pression sur le défenseur adversaire que expérience. Expérience, au cas où il a un pile technique, monsieur très talentueux. Expérience très comme moyen boule. Là, il a un boule dans le pied, ou son joueur qui est bien formé. Cependant, ça m'a toujours remarqué une expérience, moi, que n'est pas expérience pas fait défenseur, l'autre défenseur au peu. Jacques Lacroix, Jean Coury, et nous avons ça. Lacroix, dans le match contre Costa Rica, Lacroix passeur à Nazon. Dans le match Nicaragua encore, Lacroix, c'est lui-même qui passe pour faire passer par Dixon. Ça veut dire que Lacroix, moi-même, c'est joueur pas.
On parle belle.
C'est joueur pas.
On parle belle.
C'est dommage que out of nowhere, the coach just took him out. And then sometimes you just wonder. You are just wondering what's in his mind because he did the same thing to Dixon against USA. Right after that game, the Gold Cup.
Remember, who was at that game?
We're at that game. I went to one of the member of the federation. I said, guys, this coach is not the man. He's not good enough for the national. I spoke to someone. I had
in front of me. I was there.
Out my mind because I was just tired of seeing this coach. And guess what? I think even if they change him for the next 2 games, I think it's gonna be too late. What do you think, coach, about if there's
That's
a
good question? That's a good question. What do you think, coach?
Well, I mean, he did, like you said, in the USA match, taking Dietzen out after he scored a goal, 45th minute, always leaves you even going into the qualifiers with big questions, about his decision making. So it's a two-part question. It's with Miguel or without Miguel. I think the player, I think there's enough talent level, I think, to get the 6 points. Maybe 4, but I think there is the quality, given the right lineup, given the right tactics. Obviously, I would have more confidence in Osorio, who probably knows a little bit more of the, a little bit better tactics to employ against a Costa Rican team. But Costa Rica, I mean, the same thing, beating Nicaragua 4-1 with so many goalkeeping mistakes is also, putting makeup on a pig. It wasn't really that great of a game that Costa Rica played to really say, oh, wow, Costa Rica blew out Nicaragua, because the goalkeeper gave up 3 goals that wouldn't have been
Really?
scored against many other goals.
Yeah, I did not see that game. I did not see the goal.
I didn't see that game either because I was so upset. So I went straight to bed. I didn't want to watch any. Actually, I saw the first 2 goals. I saw
Me too.
Costa Rica scored and Nicaragua equalized.
Tie,
And
yeah.
right after that,
Mhm.
Costa Rica scoring, and I'm like, you know what? Let me turn off the TV. But yeah, so the other goals, they were not great goals or something.
Well,
How
I mean,
was
some
that?
people were saying to investigate the Nicaraguan goalie, or because
Oh,
I
I
mean,
never knew.
But
because
he's not good. He's not a good goalkeeper, no matter what.
no. So I mean, definitely, like I said, a couple of goals with another goalkeeper maybe wouldn't have gone in. But in general, it wasn't like a shocking. Oh, Costa Rica's back. This is the 2014 Costa Rica. This is 2018. I mean, it's an okay Costa Rica, but like I said, with the player quality that Haiti has right now, which should have been a tie in Honduras with the right training, with the right, a 4-5-1 would have gotten, 0-0 tie in Honduras. So I think there is the players have the ability to try to get in at least playoffs with Honduras. I mean, they have, the easy road, but I think there is a chance, realistic chance that, with 180 minutes left to play, that Haiti can still put their foot in the door, at least into the playoffs.
Well, the playoff won't be easy though.
Nothing is easy, but somebody said if the World Cup was easy, everybody would get in.
True. Wow.
Yes,
So
Coach, I have one question for you. What do you think right now of them? There's a lot of rumor changing the coach right now. Because it's only 2 games. Do you think is the right choice to do me? I'm not gonna lie. I think Minier has to be out. I don't usually do that or criticize coaches like that, but I was like the way like I think he has to be out. But what do you think? I know, like, I a new coach right now. You heard about the rumor about Ozario or something like that.
Yeah,
What do you
sorry.
think? He doesn't know the team like that. He doesn't know the players. And when they're gonna play the game in like 2 weeks, and it's gonna have a 2 or 3 day training, but it's still rumor. We're not sure yet. What do you think?
Mhm.
Is it the right thing to do, or still go with me? Yeah, I know. We're just talking. What do you think? Like,
Yeah. I mean, I don't have any personal
of
friendship with
course.
McNair. I didn't even talk to him. He never said hi to me in the 5 days I was there. Um,
Wow.
he
but
doesn't.
now even one of the coaches told me to put the camera away, and was
Yeah, he's like a
always
king.
looking. But anyways, I think. I mean, none of the players came out saying, "Oh, we support the coach" or anything, which is fine. A lot of them, Pierrot first spoke up about dedication and hard work, and a lot of players are very, speaking about their personal responsibility. But sometimes, when coaches are on the line, you have players supporting or saying some statement. I haven't read anything, so I think a new coach might bring in more positive energy. I think he could fire up even the players more. Like I said, the players are dedicated. They're ready to go. But I don't know. Somebody said, I don't know. Somebody posted what is it? A Ferrari without a driver. So I mean, there is a possibility. I think there is enough time to to turn the ship around because the players are there. If there weren't players, then I'd be more scared. But I mean, put Duke back in because he's been doing well. We'll see. Osorio is very CONCACAF minded. He knows what has to be done here. Not a French guy using European tactics. So I think, yeah, man, I'll be 180 minutes positive to go to at least the playoffs, if not the World Cup.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
If they win both games, and especially their last game is gonna be against Nicaragua, who would definitely be who's already eliminated. So the fact that they have that last game to play against Nicaragua, it's a big advantage. If they beat Costa Rica, definitely they will be in the at least in the playoffs.
Yep. And then hope maybe Nicaragua takes a point from Honduras. You never know.
You never know.
Maybe,
Like, you never know. Crossing
I
my
mean,
friend there.
they did it in Costa Rica. So, and then we'll see. I mean, Nicaragua right now has a case against Costa Rica in FIFA because they put police officers to ask for pension money from a player right before the game. So you never know. Something might come out of that. They take points off Costa Rica. They brought in 9 police. I don't know if you saw that
No,
story.
we didn't see that.
Right before
What,
kickoff. Right
what
before kickoff,
uh-huh.
there's sometimes Nicaraguan players playing Costa Rica. So one has a kid here in Costa Rica, and he didn't give pension money. So the police, 9 officers before the game, they've been here 3 days before, So right before the game, in the locker rooms, 9 police officers go into the dressing room with court order, ready to arrest Bonilla. Everybody says it's Bonilla. And they said, you got to give money now or you got to go to jail. So, he starts making money, pays a deposit. But so Nicaragua was putting a formal protest because why didn't they go to the hotel in the morning? Why right before the game? So, I mean,
So,
I don't know. Maybe a
right,
miracle comes out of that.
wow. We didn't know about that one, Jimmy. Did you?
Yeah, I do not know the whole story like that, but something happened, and I know Nicaragua go protesting against FIFA. They're complaining about Costa Rica about before the game something happened, but I do not know truly the full story.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
But
So
wow, yeah,
So if they put
that's
into, intimidation or something like that, it could take points. But we never know. I mean, until FIFA rules, FIFA, how they are with rules and bending stuff.
yeah, you never know. But if something happened, they will take points from Costa Rica if they won the case.
Yeah, possibly because it definitely unsettled the players. I mean, I think he came out as a substitute in the game, and just the impact of having police officers in the locker room
Yeah,
threatening to arrest
before the
one of
game,
your
yeah.
teammates.
That's crazy. That's unheard of.
Yep,
Wow.
definitely.
Wow. Well, but why would they do that before the game? Right before the game, though.
Exactly. That's the point. They know what hotel he's in. They could go in the
Yeah.
morning, in the afternoon, after the game. He was there 2 days before. Immigration says, this player's in. Go, he's saying everybody knows where everybody is. So I
Right.
mean, it was definitely, for pressure, intimidation, whatever you want to call it.
Wow.
So maybe there's something for Haiti there. So definitely Haiti has to keep their fingers crossed for the stupidity of the Costa Rican government.
Well, let's put it that way also. Let's say that they give Nicaragua those 3 points. Now
Hmm.
they have 4 points.
Hmm. They come back to
Now,
life.
now they're playing home against Honduras. What if they beat Honduras? They have 7 points. And
Hmm.
that game against Haiti won't be that easy anymore.
No.
It won't be that easy because they know they can have 10 points.
Yeah, yeah, no, it'd be a whole new way to think about it. A
Right?
whole new world. And Haiti still will beat Nicaragua, so don't worry about it.
Now we just have to focus on Costa Rica. That's a
Yeah,
big
yeah,
game. It won't be easy. They have to try to win the next two games to give themselves a chance. That's what they have to do.
Yeah.
Give
They have,
themselves a
exactly.
chance. Try to win those last two games. Like that's why they have to give their all the last two games to give themselves a chance. That's what
Yeah,
that's what they have to do now.
Costa Rica has to bet on beating Haiti and then tying Honduras at home. Which I see a tie between Costa Rica and Honduras. I don't see. I think they're gonna play very ugly football like they did in Honduras, which that's what Haiti had to do: play ugly, CONCACAF, rigged soccer, and Tegucigalpa, not try to go at Honduras. But that's the whole big debate.
Nan ap salye an pil fanatik kap gade nou la, m fèt se boye mwen konbyen fanatik kap gade nou, it's a good show, nap salye Mensi Polid, Sydney Pierre-Louis, e zami nou ki te ap soufri ave nou, during the Gold Cup. So nap salye tout, I have some friends that never see the show in English. So now they are enjoying the show because they understand what we're talking about here. So some of my friends say, yeah, let's go. So it seems like, Jimmy, we're gonna have to do that show in English in the future.
We're gonna do a special segment, an English
Yes,
segment every show.
that's definitely a good idea because I was talking to my wife last night. She was telling me also I can add some of the young
Young
kids,
blood.
young blood from the states that are Haitian, that are from they are Haitian, they have Haitian parents, but they would
Mhm.
really enjoy coming to the show and talk about, because most of the kids right now they're playing soccer, they're playing for big teams within the US. So those
Mhm.
kids they really want to have a chance also to play for Haiti for the national team. And I've had a lot of kids who said that their dream like is to play for Haiti. Will they have a
Of course.
chance? Will they have a chance? We don't know. Like we gotta open a small parenthesis about this young kid that left the national team.
Mhm.
He was in Spain. He went to the game in Barcelona. His name is Jumi Theodore. They went to watch Barcelona play yesterday, and for some reason, I just cannot. I can explain it how a parent, a kid that's gonna play a World Cup, you just take away that big chance that he has to play for in a World Cup. You never know which team would have seen him. How you gonna
Mhm.
tell him, let's go to France and leave the group? What do you guys think about it?
Yeah, like you said, I mean, even foundations or different small clubs to hire, sign players from Haiti or from the Caribbean or some of the lesser developed countries. But then there's the other, hope. I mean, I don't know how good he was, but once you're there, like Cubans. I mean, that's the fame with Cubans. Always did that.
Right.
They go to Olympics, they go somewhere, and then they just sneak out the hotel.
But he's one
Uh,
of the best in the team, though.
I
Mm,
spoke to one of the coach this morning, and one of the coach told me he's one of the best player, if not the best player of the team. The coach told me
yeah.
like he been scoring so many goals during the training. He's been scoring so many goals. He's one of the best team because I spoke to one of the coach this morning. He was telling me like he's really sad, he's really upset because he is one of the best players of the team. Even though he was not on the qualifier, and it was right now they when they went back to 80, that's when they found him. He's one of the best players. He's been scoring so many goals. Even the chemistry of the team was built around him. He
Wow.
was the
Mm,
centerpiece of the team. That's what the coach personally told me this morning. I was like, wow. Pour moun ki pa pale anglais yo, n'a parlé
To me,
de
to me,
Jumis
to me.
Theodore, Manolo, n'a parlé de
Oui.
situation là qui quitte sélection. Hein. Nous pensons que c'est pas un bon décision même parce que maintenant, pas la une coach yo, qui fait qu'on est monsieur c'est une meilleur joueur que gagné dans l'équipe là, si c'est pas meilleur là. Nous on aime se battre là pendant la qualification yo, mais après match amical yo, match préparation yo, il fait qu'on est monsieur c'est crase ça fait un pile goal. Ça veut dire jeune comme ça qui ont espoir comme ça qui gagne et pas bonne décision pour famille à Devin Brel
But
puis il fait quitter sélection pendant pas jouer Coupe du Monde. Coupe
est-ce
du
qu'on
Monde
peut,
c'est
do you think it's too late for him to go back to the team?
oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's very. I mean, that's a very selfish thing, like you're saying. I mean, team built around, but you've been living together with all these, your teammates, and it's going to unsettle other players, the rumors, the talk, and it's completely selfish thing to do by the parents and the player. And I mean, if I'm other players, I mean, I wouldn't want accept them back unless it's for a very real reason that he left. Because usually, I mean, if it's pressure by the government or some violent or something, but I think it's very selfish thing for a player to do.
Jimmy, après prendre une question ça en créole moi. Est-ce que vous pensez que si M. t'a voulu tourner, est-ce que vous pensez que tu as supposé avoir une chance encore? Est-ce que vous avez un message à tous les parents ça, qui prend petit monde ça, qui prend petit monde qui retire toute chance? Pour moi-même, ou retire toute chance, petit monde dégage dans la ville.
Oui, moi, je pense que je precious pour me retourner avec ta precious là. Parce que son jeune lié. Son jeune, dès que le football, là, son bagage qui m'a pile opportunité. Ça dit, pas c'est pas une mauvaise décision, là, qui prend un petit monde comme ça fait quitter un rassemblement. On petit monde et d'après j'aime bien parler avec une coach qui a dit que monsieur bon talent enragé et eux-mêmes construit équipe là sous monsieur tellement monsieur qui talent. Bah après c'est son bonne décision même pas si monsieur t'a pensé il t'a venir retourner, moi c'est le t'a bon pour lui pour carrière pour avenir. Comme ça
Yeah,
moi c'est ça accepter.
yeah. Like Jimmy said, coach, he thinks that he should try. I mean, if he wants to go back, the guy should really give him a chance because, with the situation in Haiti, political situation, the unrest issues, I think if he wants to come back, I think they should really give him a chance because kids are very, like, how would I say, they're stressed. They're very stressed
Mhm.
thinking that they might have to go back to Haiti. So,
Yep.
being in Europe right now, I mean, if if the team fails, if they don't get a contract, if no team is interested in him, the whole team gonna take him back again in Haiti, and it's not really easy those days.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It was more probably also the timing. Probably could have waited. He was to leave. Probably wait till
Of course.
close to the end of the tournament, or
Yeah,
I mean, we
could
still,
have after tournament. I agree.
What would the World Cup will be in Qatar? If they don't make it to the first round, you don't know from Qatar where will be their route.
yeah,
If they take a flight from Qatar, let's say to Curacao, there's no
yeah,
chance to come to Europe or to the US.
yeah. What if they do like a layover in France and then snuck out of the airport?
It might not be easy to do it inside the airport
Yeah,
because
that's true.
I don't judge. I know my friend Tiga, Jasoni Arsenal. You've known him because he used to play for the national team. He used to play right back. He played in Romania. I don't know if you remember him. Back in Costa Rica in 2015, he used to play with the national team. He's one of our best right back. He always tells me that he's not a big fan of seeing young kids leave in and just go away, trying to stay away. Because if you have talent, he said at least they can, if they would have a chance, like when they are 29, they could do that, 29 years old. But he always
Mhm.
says, if you are 18, 17, keep playing. You never
Mhm.
know. If you are running away from it, it's because you know you don't have the talent.
Yeah, it's true. I think I read somewhere, somebody said that. I mean, you're still developing. There's still time. Haiti could still
Of
even go to
course.
another tournament in the future. I mean, there's a U20.
He's only 16. He just turned 16.
Oh, it's
He
16.
just
Oh,
turned
okay.
he just turned 16.
Right, right. And like Tiga always says, Tiga toujours dit ça. Si vous avez 16, 17, 18, 19 ans, continuez le football, man. Montrez talent, and show your talent. And it's
Mhm.
just too early for him to say, hey, I'm not going back to Haiti. And
Yeah.
you haven't even played a game in the World Cup.
Oui, je dis, on voit qu'il 20, 27 à 30 ans, on a commencé à comprendre ça, j'en dis, hein, mais on jeune petit garçon, 16 ans, c'est pas un moment, j'en dis, hein, pour la petite sélection, pour la sauver, pour la petite, pas un moment, son jeune petit garçon, 16 ans, pour aller gagner U20, pour aller gagner U23, ou qu'à toujours dans l'opposition, ou qu'à toujours dans la sélection, ça y est. Et j'aime dire, son grand pile talent, d'après ça, il y a un coach, je dis.
Well, like Jimmy was saying, that he has a lot of talents and he should really not leave the team. He should really not have left the team. So, do you guys think they are still in Spain? And where's the team right now, Jimmy?
The team is still in Spain. The team is, I think and next week they leave in Spain to go to Qatar. They're still in Spain. Next week they leave in Spain to go to Qatar.
It's their first game.
No, it's gonna. I think it's November 4th. Is the first game.
Okay.
November 4th. I think they're playing the 4th, the 7th, and the 10th of November.
Well,
Ils joué
so
4 novembre, 7 novembre, 10 novembre.
oh wow. So we're gonna have a busy
November. And
wow.
even the women national team, they playing in November too. Against
Wow.
against Maroc. The women national team in November. And like and less than a month or a month, they're gonna play too. We're gonna have a busy November. Ekip
Wow.
mede ap ap en novembre tou, mè di sèp ap en novembre, sènyè ap en novembre,
Wow.
nou val gen yon novembre, mwa novembre la chaje.
And
Wow.
then my birthday's in November too, so I mean it's gonna be a busy
And
month.
but
Oh
is
yeah, just as Jude, isn't it? Manolo birthday's in November too.
I'm in November 12. What about you?
24th.
Oh, okay.
24th? Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna
Yeah.
Maybe AD will give you a gift. November
Uh,
18th for your birthday. Hopefully, right?
hopefully,
celebrate.
World Cup is a great gift.
Yes.
Hopefully. And I know
And,
if they qualify, I will be the happiest man on the world. That's all I know, man.
and
Yeah, because I
I'll be
mean,
the happiest man in the world.
yeah, because
you
for the
guys,
girls, I mean, yeah, like when the Haiti women qualified for the U20 and the U for the main World Cup, I mean, I helped create, lay the foundation, but I wasn't there for the qualification, so I still have that sentiment that I want to be there when somebody qualifies too. So
I, I know, Alejandro, you are very close to
Yeah.
our national
So,
teams.
yeah, especially
You
the
know,
women. Like you are the foundation.
yes, and thank you so much for always be there for our national team. And
I'm,
go ahead, Jimmy. Go
um,
ahead.
Yeah, Manolo. I'm always talking about Manolo about you. I was like, your love you have, the love you have for Haiti is unbelievable. We can ask Manolo all the time. I'm asking Manolo. I would like to know how do you love Haiti like that? I'm always talking about you, like, and I really appreciate you the way you love Haiti, the way you love the national team. I really appreciate that. I'm
Well,
always talking about you, always the way you love Haiti, the way you love the national team.
well, to copy one of the Haitian saying, "La union fait la force." So
Union a fait la force.
the more positive energy we can give, I think the better things can get.
Yeah, definitely. So, what are the chances that you think? What are the results that need to happen next month for us either to qualify directly or
Good
to
question.
be in the playoffs, Jimmy or Coach Salisbury?
Well, for me, I mean, definitely the 6 points, and then hopefully Costa Rica comes through and takes points away from Honduras. I think that'll be the key. But yeah, the first game. Well, first we have to see who's the coach. I mean, then we can hope and pray, or we can get to work on the field. Then hopefully I'll
Okay.
be in Curacao to see the development.
So I know Coach Salisbury, you can help Coach Osorio to translate for him. You can offer
Yep.
yourself to help with the Haitian players. Some of them don't really speak that much English and Spanish. So you with your English and some French, you can help the coach.
Yeah, definitely. No, I mean, if he goes in, I would definitely try to be. Well, I mean, this was my first, tournament with the new administration, and they were very welcoming, very friendly to me, in Costa Rica. And I hadn't met any of the new members until last month in San Jose, and then in Nicaragua and Honduras. They gave me a shirt so I can fit in. They gave me a brand new. Well, I think you saw a video. I did a video
Yes.
the
Yeah, I
new
saw the
jersey.
video.
So definitely very welcoming. So with the new coach, I would definitely try to see if I can speak or try to get a little bit more conversation with a new coaching staff. I think they might be more open to me being there than these French guys.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm so happy to hear that because you deserve to be appreciated. You deserve the respect. Like I'm really happy to hear the new community give like that was the first time you saw them and
Mhm.
they were really welcome. I'm really happy to hear that. And like you said, the coaching staff I saw them in Dallas. In July, when me and Manolo went to the game, they're not welcoming. Like you said, they really not welcoming the coaching staff. But the new administration, some of the people, they're really nice. And I'm happy to read that. They welcome you. I'm really happy to read that.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
I
You
think
deserve it.
I
Yeah,
think
thank you.
the committee, committee normalization, they welcome people. And I have to say that because I had a chance to speak to Masina eh, in July, and I asked him if he will give me a couple of minutes so to ask him some questions regarding um, his approach concerning, regarding the coach. Because I think Coach Minier, it's not the right person. I don't think so. And I think he agreed with me, but the way that he said it, it's not about himself only. It's a committee, so
Yeah.
they have to talk among all of them to see what decision that they will take. However, I really think that they took that decision too late, although the federation sometimes is not, they don't have that much money like a Mexican federation with just, they can fire somebody, or Costa Rican, they can fire somebody and put another one. They knew that, I think his contract ends in November or early December, so they
Mm.
didn't want to fire him in July, but I think they should have done that in July.
Yeah, yeah, some buyout clause or something. Yeah, because
Yeah,
well, you saw the two most important games that Haiti played. Well, the Curacao, that 5-1 Curacao match was also, the big matches. There's always, there's always something bad that's always happened.
yeah. He's
Again,
always.
yeah, against the small team, even when he was playing Saint Martin, he was playing Aruba and everything. I was not excited because Eddie's level is way big than those team. And the first big test, 5-1. I was like,
Mhm.
boom. That was his first big test. And then you go to the Gold Cup 2. We play Saudi Arabia with their B team. They beat us against USA. They were really bad with that substitute about with Ditson being out. He was playing so good. I couldn't believe it. Even me, I spoke to the committee of normalization. I spoke to them. I was like, I couldn't believe he took Ditson out. That was unbelievable. Like, yeah, I was at the game when I saw Ditson on the bench at halftime. I was like, did you just took Dixon out? I couldn't believe it. That was really, really, really bad. Not because he scored the goal, and he was playing well too. Not only he scored the goal, and he was playing really well. And we needed to win that game. Why will
Yeah.
you put a central midfielder? You took a offensive player out and put a central midfielder, and we have to win that game. It's not like we needed a tie. If we needed a tie, I could have understand. You took a forward out and put a central midfielder to for us to tie the game, but you needed to win the game. Why
And on,
will you took out with a
in Honduras, he did the opposite thing. In Honduras,
off?
needing to at least help goal differential, he puts in Leverton Pierre. He puts in a defensive mid instead of going in with Dietzen right away. He goes in, puts defensive play. He should have started with a defensive midfielder. He puts it in
There
a
you
halftime.
go.
When he
Yeah,
good.
yeah. That is to show you
It's
that
unbelievable.
he doesn't know. I mean, I know you as a coach, you won't say it, but I'm a friend. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, as a coach, because I know you won't say it as a respect,
He
but
never
we
criticize.
as a fan, let
We
us
have
say
the
it.
right to say it.
Yeah, I think what I read somewhere was, as a head coach, he's a good good physical fitness coach.
Yeah, that's what I heard. He's a really good physical. I heard that, but as a coach, his decision is really unbelievable.
Right.
Mhm.
Well, top of the hour, almost 5 o'clock. Coach Alejandro, we want to thank you for coming to our show. What message do you have for Haiti, for the national team, for the players that you know, some of them that you met? What is the message that you want to tell them? Because I know one of them. I'm not gonna tell you all of them, but there's one. Actually, I think I have his jersey on. He's listening to it on YouTube. What
Well,
message
well, the message,
that
and I posted this on my site on one of my pictures. I put the Placide in a day. I put 180 minutes left to play until the final whistle. Stay concentrated. So I mean, there's still 180 minutes. It's not over. It's still second half still to play. It's not over. Have faith in yourselves. Have faith in the players, and I think through hard work and dedication, I think these guys can bring joy to Haiti. Even if Mignet stays, I think they'll have enough inside, enough. Because I mean, I see it in their faces, and I see their attitude. Their act. I think they definitely are. They know what they're doing. They know where they want to go, and they just have to have the captain to put them in the right place. But definitely, I mean, I have faith personally. That's why I went to these trips. That's why I'm trying to save money. Hopefully, I have enough money to fly to Curaçao next month. But I have faith. So 180 minutes for my thing is 180 minutes. 180 minutes. It's not over. No final whistle yet.
Okay. And I got one more question for you before we let you go, but I'm gonna keep talking with Jimmy for like 3 minutes.
Yeah,
But Coach, if you had if for now, like today, I call you, I say, Coach, I want you to coach the national team for the next 2 games. What would be your lineup, your 11 players?
I can't say because I might leave out a player. I might, because since I have to be around them, I can't say, But
Okay.
definitely, I would have some. I mean, sometimes I post, my videos with, player movements and everything. So definitely, I will stay true to my idea of some of the players. But yeah, I can't because I'm gonna be in a hotel with these guys. But I would. For Honduras, definitely would have gone with a defensive midfielder and only 1-9, and then have a second half. I think I told Jimmy my idea. Start with one forward. Get Ferro to bang it out up front, and then put in Nazon to clean up, score a goal like they did in Costa Rica. It's a substitute. Or have both guys, but I think definitely I would do things a lot different. But the defense, like you said, I mean, it's a basic set. There's not that much to move. Placide, Ade, Arcuz, Duran, Lacroix, those guys are fixtures. That's the foundation is always defense. You build from defense up.
Okay. What's your preferred lineup though? Do you like 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1? Which one you like better?
Well, I think at home, I think with the opposition, I think against Nicaragua, 4-4-2 is fine. Against Honduras, I think it would have been a 4-5-1 with a defense, with Leverton in as a 6 with an 8, further back to go with the counterattack. Against Costa Rica, you can go a 4-4-1-1 with, more of an attacking midfielder who can go up and down, cover space, and create with the wings. Because I think Costa Rica is going to be a little bit weaker on the wings, so you can attack them, center the ball in, and have Puro or Nazon come in and clean things up in the middle. And then, so I think definitely there's the players, man. I'm telling you, I have, in my head, I have all these guys moving around the field, and I know where they should be and where they should have been. But, the French guys didn't want to listen to me, so.
Well, thank you so much, Coach Alejandro Salisbury, for your input, and we hope to have you here soon again with us.
Merci un peu à tout le monde. Aussi un bonsoir, mais maintenez l'expérience, l'espoir, parce que les Jeux d'Haïti va à la Coupe du Monde la prochaine fois, pas de problème.
Pas de problème. Merci beaucoup.
Thanks a lot, Coach, man. Thanks a lot. We really love you. Really appreciate you, man.
Yeah, thanks. Always a pleasure. Cheers.
Jimmy, so, Coach là, l'économie là, et qui dernier point pour qu'a fait qui a conclu soirée ça?
Ça m'a toujours conclu moi-même motivation coach vraiment recourir dans l'équipe là. Et moi-même, quand on regarde un monde qui pas haïtien, quand comment monsieur remet sélection, quand comment monsieur remet Haïti, c'est pas bagarre ouvert facile. Donc nous-mêmes nous marcher des national team l'autre équipe Brésil, Argentine, mais ça belle là ouais un monde qui pas haïtien, j'aime remet sélection haïtien. Son ba qui vraiment belle. Mais ça vient pour nèg c'est être motivé. Marvin Negro jusqu'à dernière seconde dans le match là. Et moi, Manolo, son monde fou, malade, plein de fois. Non, bon sens, l'autre monde fout tellement de mes bagages là. On était motivé derrière Negro, fanatique, on pas jouer Negro qu'on a nous besoin de support. Nous à 6 points. Nous besoin 6 points pour nous battre pour une chance. Nèg yo pas gen l'autre ça pour faire pour nèg yo jouer pour nèg yo battre tout vie yo pour 2 matchs après faire 6 points. À 6 points, nous ka gen chance, nous ka qualifier, nous ka dans barrage, nous pas parler de l'autre parce que c'est ça nous souhaiter. Mais avant nèg jusqu'à la dernière seconde, on motivé, on campé des sélections.
Bon, on a fini choix, on a salué tout le monde qui t'a regardé. Nous avons Sydney Pierre, nous avons Gilbert Perrin, ma cousine, nous avons Margaret Joseph, Valérie Sévère, Josène Pierre. Josène Pierre, c'est un ancien coéquipier et Ronaldo Damus qui était joué dans le Real du Cap qui va ici. Nous avons salué lui qui a gardé choix. Donc, nous disons que nous avons plein de monde qui a gardé choix aujourd'hui là. Et nous avons souhaité que vous partagez chose ça tout. Parce que nous, chose ça nous fait là, nous fait pour nous éduquer, nous pour nous dire mais qui ça gagne et nous te porter un Costa Ricain haïtien qui pas parler créole, mais nous fait définitivement en créole, en français, en espagnol, pour nous motiver tout le public là.
Moi, je dernier. Merci d'aller.
Mot de la fin, c'est pour Jimmy. Jimmy, c'est où?
Oui, j'aime bien son choix d'à faire pour éduquer mon yo sur football pays, sous pays, nous, sur Haïti. Par exemple, les gens qui fait, là, nous sommes haïtiens, qui ça, nous pas payer pour lui, partager. Partager à bas, donc partager, nous permettre plus mon well. Chaque dimanche, l'un fait choix, nous demandons des fanatiques de seul bagaille, on partage. Partager dans groupe. Partager là en fond, partager là avant zan, partager là dans page pour plus moun ka wel, pour plus moun ka un but de sélection des pays. Merci Manolo, connaît Jean Raymond. Merci tout fanatique yo. À dimanche prochain Simon Jevlé.